Hey, Shalom, Shalom, when the staff souls, but giving no praise to Yahweh, Shem, Yahshua, Bashem, Rakak, double honor to the apostles of GMS, and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. It's a quick one, just on, on cancer, right? Because, there is this saying, everyone knows someone who's either been affected by cancer or has died from cancer, right? And it just shows this is a plague upon the earth. Whereas the elder brother in our camp, goes into, cancer is a plague on the earth. But it's almost as if people think it normal, right, for this to be the case, right? And hey, Jake's, been hit with that cancer as well. Why? Because, hey, we've gone off, and the curses, we was going to be hit with plagues such as this. That's Deuteronomy 28:61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will Yahweh bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. Right, so hey, Jake be suffering from that cancer too, man. Right? A lot of these polluting industries, they're in, Jake neighborhoods. Right, you had, the whole Flint scandal. Right? That's Esau's doing it being a devil, but it is just a fulfillment of prophecy, right? This is Ezekiel 4:13, right? This is a big one for our people. When it's Ezekiel 4:13, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them, right? And when you look at the diet that Jake has, right, when you look at the food that is manufactured over there in America, right, in Babylon the Great, it's disgusting, man. Right, and this is the only way to describe it. So whenever people from work go to the States and come back, right, they'll have them sweets or whatever. I look at the back and I'm like, I don't even want to touch that shit, man. You might have cravings for, for a chocolate bar or something. They'll bring back sweets, and I look at it, I don't even want to eat that, man. You see GMO this, GMO that, some chemical names you've never even heard of, right? And that's, that's what all our people eat over there, man, right? And what does that result in? That results in cancer, right? That's why everyone has either been affected, knows someone who's affected by cancer, or has been affected by cancer directly, right? Which is it's a damn shame, right? But this has happened under this man's rulership. Like, yeah, he wants to lord himself as the wise one of the earth, right? But this is the greatest dark ages ever. Right now, I sometimes think about it, brother might be walking around just eating, a bag of lettuce or whatever, and people look at him sideways whilst they eat a Big Mac. What? Yeah, who's the weird one in that situation? No, you're eating some chemically manufactured bullshit that is killing you, and the other is eating, something from the earth that is actually, good for you. Right, and that's another part of this man's witchcraft. He's basically trained the people to not eat right, thus leading in cancer. Right, he is as death and cannot be satisfied. Right, pursuant to Habakkuk. Right, it says Isaiah 24:5. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. One of those. In fact, let me finish. This is because they have transgressed the laws. Right, one of those laws being the land Sabbath, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Right, because this man doesn't obey the land Sabbath, what happens? Right, you have food. The crops, the soil that the crops grow in. It's like it hasn't got its strength. The soil gets overworked, and then what does he do? He then puts in a whole load of pesticides and herbicides to help control. Control the pests and the herbs, the weeds that grow on that soil, because the soil is tired, and that's the point of weeds. Weeds bring up the nutrients from low down up to the surface, right? But instead of Esau leaving the land, he overworks the land, right? So that means, any herb hasn't got its strength. So you might be taking the herbs to fight some diseases that you have in you, but it hasn't even got the strength, right? And furthermore, these herbicides, what was it, Roundup, right? It got proven, or at least there is a suggestion that it causes cancer, right? Less malformation. Let me put it that way: less malformation is incorrect, right? But yeah, once again, the companies will know that it causes cancer, right? And then just have a court case, win the court case, with some expensive ass lawyers, and then continue doing the same, which is and you tell me this man's not the devil, all for profit, right? Killing people in the world are suffering, they're crying, and this man's doing this all for profit, right? It says Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Right, and Esau, the so-called white man, he's destroyed the earth. He's made a damn good job at that too, right? You look all over the world, right? You look at the great, geological, what's the word I'm looking for? The great natural wonders of the world, right? For instance, the Great Barrier Reef dying, the oceans dying, the Amazon being destroyed at an alarming rate, right? All of these different things, this man's just come and polluted it and destroyed it. All of these things work in tandem, work together, right, to basically provide a paradise. Right, that's what the word Eden means, it's paradise. When you look at it in Genesis 1, it was a garden eastward in Eden. So the whole earth is supposed to be paradise, but right now it's not under this man's rulership. Right, there's some herbs, all over the world that can be used to cure this, that, and the other. But Esau doesn't tell you about them. But in fact, he's made it such that if you promote them, you talk about them, right, you get labeled a quack. But this man's not the devil. No, this man is the devil, and that's why we call you the devil, right? Revelation 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Right, that's what he's done. He's gone around, right, through his philosophies, through his war, through his witchcraft, and taken peace from the earth. Right? Like I said, the quote is something like, everyone knows someone who's been affected by cancer, right, or has cancer. It says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And Esau has these bioweapons that be causing diseases, right? No so-called black person has ever done that. No Hebrew Israelite has ever, gone into a lab and created bioweapons. That was you. You did that. Right, it says Hebrews 13 and 14, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Right, and this is the thing, for the for the Israelites, for the people, brothers doing this work. This is one of the many reasons we want to get out of it. Right, you may, you have a family member, or someone, maybe a woman or whatever, what have you. Right, cancer will come and will touch you one way or another, and then you watch them die a painful ass death. You know what it is. You know what the scriptures say. You know that they're in a better place. Right, you know that they're at rest pursuant to what's it, Job the 3rd chapter. Right, you know that ultimately everyone gets judged for their sins pursuant to Job 4 and 7. Right, Romans 3:23. Well, you know all of these things, right? But it's just another thing that makes you hate this place even more, right? Which is why we seek the kingdom of the Lord, which is why all you Israelites that have a problem with what we're saying, right? You're full of shit, because we're saying in our place, in our kingdom, right? These things ain't gonna be happening, but you're happy to be here. You're happy to be constantly going to the doctors for this medicine, that medicine, and you never seem to get better. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth all, the people mourn. Right? So when we're in rulership, people are going to be rejoicing. Yeah, after 1,000 years of slavery, right? Hey, the heathen nations, they going rejoice, man. Right? You read Isaiah the 2nd chapter, they're gonna say, "Look, man, let us get up to the house of Israel, to the mountain of Israel." That's to learn of their ways. And you do that when you're trying to emulate someone, right? When you're happy with, and you like what it is that they're doing, right? But, right, what does scripture say then? This is, but when the wicked beareth all, the people mourn, right? Counseling, right? If you want to make money, be a counselor, man, because everyone in this world needs counseling, because everyone's got demons on them. And who can we thank? You, Esau, you red Hebrew Edomite, the so-called white man, the self-proclaimed. This is Revelations 20:4 says, "And I saw thrones, and they that..." Oh, no, that's not the one I want. 21:4. Revelations 21:4, "And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes." And this is what we're saying is gonna, be the case when this man goes down. But the majority of our people have a problem with this, right? It makes no sense. Right? It says, "And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." Right? So there ain't gonna be no crying in the kingdom for the children of Israel. Right? We ain't. You think you're gonna hear, this, the king of, that part of, of that place, son of, Levi, whatever, right? Levi, his mother's just passed away. He died of cancer. That ain't gonna be happening in the kingdom, right? Esau's ways are gonna be passed away. The ways that caused Israel to die, i.e. sin, they're gonna be passed away, right? So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to talk on that with you, brothers, because yeah, this cancer thing, man, it's a plague, and people don't look at it such. It ain't normal. It ain't normal. Right? So until the next time, I say shalom.